So let's get started. And today I am starting from my humble home. I have 2 blocks and a blanket. If you don't have a blanket, you can use a towel. It's nice to get padded in some of the poses that we're going to do. We are working on back bends, and we will do quite a few of Uttanasana, camel pose. And sometimes I like to pad the knees a little bit. At some point, we will go to the wall, so I will let you know when. All right, excited. Let's get started. Find a comfortable seat. Sit in a cross-legged position. You can sit on a blanket or sit on a block. And for a moment, let's just settle. Use your hands wide in the sitting bones. Hands on your thighs and close your eyes. For a moment, let's just settle onto our mat. Relax the hips, relax the legs. Feeling the lower body becoming more grounded. And then start to observe the rhythm of your breath. I feel in the backbend practice, the breath is very important. You can't force into a backbend. You need to ease into it and find softness and find openness. And breathing, it's a big component into the practice. As you breathe in, breathe from the base of your spine, lift all the way up, find length in the spine. And as you exhale, roll your shoulders back and down. On your own, just take a couple deep breaths. Finding more length as you inhale and softening as you exhale. Let's take one more breath in. And slow breath out. Hands in front of your heart. Thanks for joining me today. I'm so excited. Okay, let's start in downward facing dog. So this is IGTV. So it is IG live. So we only really have an hour. So we will get quick into it. Downward dog. So just walk your legs out and do whatever you need in this down dog. Maybe bend one knee, bend the other knee. So I'm thinking about this sequence when I plan this. I am thinking more on strengthening than flexibility. So a lot of times when we think about back bends, we thinking about bending. It needs a lot of flexibility. But in fact, to do safe back bends and also to feel strong and steady, we need a lot of strength, especially on the posterior chain of the body, the back muscles. The core needs to work and also the legs, right? So it's not just thinking about how deep I can get into that lower curve of the spine. Instead, thinking about how we can use the whole body, right? Including using our limbs, the legs and hands, including thinking about using the core. It does require some opening in the hips and shoulders, which we will do. But this practice, I hope you to feel that you're not just being flexible and feeling back bendy, but at the same time really also find the strength within. Settle yourself in down dog. Let's work round up from the legs. Lift the heels up, so stand on your toes. So as you see, like when you go into lifting the heels up, you can really start activating the legs a little bit more. Stretch the inner legs back, and then outer hips tone, and just stretch your whole body. Press the hands down, and then just lift the heels, waking up the back of your legs, and exhale, bring the heels down. One more time, inhale, lift the heels. So see yourself in this down dog shape and lifting the back of your hamstrings towards your hips. Now in this position, try not to arch your back right? So keeping yourself in a more neutral position, so belly button slightly draw inwards, outer hips roll back. So don't do the back bending shape here so much. Take one more breath. Good, slowly bring the heels down. Take one breath in here. Good, lift the heels up just a little bit side, stretching the side body now. Turn both heels to the right side. Outer left hip back, and then just press down on both hands, and then stretching the left side body. Come back to center, try to keep both legs straight, turn both heels towards your left side. Push both arms down, inner arm strong, and then from here see whether you can stretch both legs straight. So you're working on the outer left leg and outer left hips. Come back to center, heels up, come down, and then go into downward facing dog. Stay in down dog for one more breath. Good, look forward, step the right leg forward, step the left leg forward. Out of Uttanasana, just bring your hands on your shins for now, right? So a little bit higher. Bring it a bit higher so the shoulders and the hips are more in a straight line. So this position activates the front core and also the back body a little bit more. So I want you to do that a little bit more today. Exhale to forward fold. Bend your knees if you need, just let the upper body hang. One more time, halfway, fingertips slightly on your shins or even on your knees. Whatever position that you can keep yourself in more in an L-shaped position. Belly slightly draw in, legs are straight. And then come into this shape where you can engage a little bit more front core and the back body. Exhale to fold. Inhale, come up all the way up, arms up. Exhale, arms down. So we're going to do a couple of sun salutation. I'm just going to see whether you guys are here. Okay, waving. Good. All right, good. Keep going. All right, feet together. Some sun salutation just to warm up our body. And then I will talk you through about the muscles that we are going to open and also to strengthening. Feet together. Inhale, stretch your arms up. Now, I don't want you to start with back bend. I want you to find length only. So inner feet pushing down, outer hips toe. Find length only. We don't want to back bend the whole sequence. Lengthening. Exhale, fold forward. Uttanasana, forward fold. Halfway look forward. Other Uttanasana, hands on shin bones. Lengthen the spine. Exhale to a forward fold, belly towards the thighs. Keep the legs strong. Inhale, rise, come all the way up. Palms touch. Look at your thumb. Squeeze the legs. Inner legs firm. Exhale, Tadasana. Inhale, arms up over your head. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana, forward fold. Halfway look forward, Ardha Uttanasana. This time bring your arms behind the back like Shalabhasana. So in this position, you're starting to engage the back muscles here. You're swimming the arms back, right? So you're working the back body and also the core will be engaged here, legs straight. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, come all the way up, stretch up. Exhale, release Tadasana. Just one more. Inhale, arms up. Synchronize with your breath. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Arms back, Ardha Uttanasana. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, come all the way up, stretch up. Exhale, release Tadasana. Good, stand tall. Inhale, arms up. Exhale to a forward fold. Halfway look forward, inhale, lengthen. Place your hands, step the right leg back. Just come into a easy lunge. Just start to open the hips. Now fingertips on the floor first. And then from here, slowly stretch the back leg straight. So working a little bit on the back leg. Inner rotate the back thigh, still standing on the fingertips. Push down on your left foot. Just stay here. Push the right butt up more forward. Take one more breath in here. Good, hands down, step the left leg back to plank pose. Shoulder over the wrist. So now you're working with your arms and inner rotation of the thighs. And then from here, outer hips toe. Stay here, take one more breath in here. Good, slowly come all the way down. As you come down, come into easy Shalabhasana. Bring your arms back, legs back. Feet don't have to touch now, just lifting the legs. Stretch your arms back, lift the chest. Take one more breath in here. Hands down, push back, downward facing dog on the exhale. Stay here for one breath. Look forward, step the right leg forward, bring the back knee down. Stand on your fingertips first. So start with the foundation, seeing yourself here pushing the left buttock bone more forward, and then slowly lift the back knee off the floor. So more engagement on the legs now. Stay here, take one more breath. No need to bring your arms up yet. Push down on the right foot. Take one more breath in here. Good, step the left leg forward, meet the right, and complete the forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up, palms touch, just find length, no back bend. Exhale, hands to heart. One more set. Inhale, arms up over your head, stretch up, find length. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Out of Uttanasana, if you want to bring the arms back, you can do that. Hands down, step the left leg back. Now stand on your fingertips. We come into a high lunge right now. So stay here, turn the back leg in, inhale, come up all the way up. Come into high lunge position, turn the back leg in. A little bit more strength and then push. Start to feel the quads on the front leg as well. Turn the back leg, bring the arms up. Now in this position, instead of back bending, I want you to draw the belly in. As you draw the belly in, you start to feel the left glutes is activating. Stretch your arms up. Take one more breath in here. Good. Hands down, step the right leg back to plank pose. Stay here in plank. Shift forward, slowly lower all the way down. Shalabhasana again, arms back. So we would just do Shalabhasana today here. So lifting the legs, so we really want to work on the back chain of the body. Take one more breath. Hands down, push back, downward facing dog on the exhale. Stay here for one breath. Good. Step the left leg forward, stand on your fingertips, turn the back leg in, inhale, come up to high lunge. Turn the right leg in, stretch your arms up. Again, instead of pushing the lumbar spine forward, actually draw the belly in. Work more on the legs here. Stay here, arms up. Take one more breath in here. Good. Hands down, step the right leg forward, complete the forward fold. Inhale, come up all the way up, stretch up. Exhale, release. One more set of sun salutation, a little bit more on stretching. Inhale, stretch your arms up. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Halfway. Hands down, step the right leg back. Bring the back knee down this time. Come into Untitled. So arms are up, stay here for a moment. Push the right buttock more forward. Take one more breath in here. Good. Hands down. And then from here, walk the left leg out just out a little bit. We're starting a little bit of a quad stretch. Left hand on the floor, bend the back leg. Now, we're not doing Bekasana or we're not kicking back. So just hold the inner foot. And then from here, just stretch the hand, stretch the foot towards the hand, but at the same time, push the hand back next to the foot. So we're starting to do a little bit on quad stretch, right? And front hips, and also start to having a little bit of rotation towards the right side. So the left hand is inside the left foot, and then turn the chest. And start and try to breathe here, and don't force it. Take one more breath in here. Good. Hands down. Step the left leg back. Plank pose. Inhale. Stay in plank pose, please. Good. Now slowly lower all the way down. As you lower all the way down, bring the elbows on the floor. So the belly is on the floor. Stay here. Start to work on core strength, a little bit on forearm strength as well. Stay here, and then come from here. Tuck your toes and come into forearm plank. Stay in forearm plank. Push the elbows down. Grip the finger pads. So belly button slightly draw in. Stay here. Take one more breath in here. Come back to Sphinx pose. Push the hands down. Starting to have a gentle back bend here. Using the hands to grip the fingers back, press back, and roll the armpits more forward. Extend the legs back. Top of the feet on the floor. Knees are off the floor. A little bit slight engagement of the hips. Take one more breath. Good. Slowly come back to forearm plank. Stay in forearm plank again. Push down on the forearms. And then from here, belly in and up slightly. Take one more breath in here. Come back to Sphinx pose. One breath in here. Good. Walk your hands back and then come into an easy cobra. Draw your shoulders back and down. The legs can be a little bit wider to start with. Stay with one breath. Exhale, push back, go back to downward facing dog. Stay in down dog. Take one more breath. Good. Look forward, step the right leg forward, bring the back knee down. Come into Anjaneyasana, bring your arms up. Turn the left hip more forward, stay here. Quad stretch, bring the hands inside of your right foot. You can walk the right foot out slightly. Bring the right hand inside of your right foot, bend the back leg. Feel free to pat the back leg if you need. And then from here, again, catch the inner foot. Now in this position, you are rotating the body towards the left side. Now use the foot to push against the hand, and then use the hand to push against back to the foot. And then from here, come into this hip opening and then a little bit on quad stretch. So see how you feel today. You may want a little bit more front hip. You may want a little bit more quad. And then start to turn the chest towards your left. Take one more breath in here. Good, slowly release, hands down. Step the left leg forward to meet the right and fold. Inhale, come all the way up, stretch up. Exhale, release, Tadasana. Take a breath. A little bit side body, I'm turning towards you. Inhale, stretch your arms forward. Inhale, again, find length first. Lift and go to the right side. So now after a little bit of movements, now we come back into steadiness and try to find like strong and stability into the body. Again, work from the bottom up down to the feet. And then from here, now lift and turn the right side chest towards the left. Stay here, starting to stretch, opening a little bit on lateral body now. Now turn the chest. Outer hips are toned, inner legs heavy. Inhale, come all the way up. Arms forward and release. Interlace the other fingers, stretch your arms forward. Inhale, bring your arms up. Now belly in and lift the side of the waistline up. Lift, find length, exhale, left. Turn the chest. Now outer hips are toned, so see your buttock bones like both hips more in one line. Now from here, start to turn the left chest towards the right. Use the left hand, pull the right fingers, go to the side. Don't hold the breath in half moon. See this all the time. Take one more breath in here. Inhale, come all the way up. Arms forward and release. Tadasana, top of the mat. Inhale, stretch your arms up over your head, palms touch. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana, forward fold. Step back to downward facing dog. Just stay in down dog and take a couple breaths here. Take one more breath, a little bit more on finding the body in the neutral position and also posterior chain work. Okay, inhale, take your right leg up. So one leg downward facing dog. So stay in downward facing dog. Now don't open the hips. So keeping the hip more square here. Go shift forward to one leg plank pose. In one leg plank, see yourself, the back leg is working super hard, keeping it parallel, right? The back leg is working. The piriformis are working. The belly is tight here. Stay here. Right leg goes up, one leg down dog. Shift forward, one leg plank pose. Front core is working, hands are working. Stay. Good. One leg downward facing dog. Shift forward, one leg plank pose again. Stay here. Now bring your right knee towards your right elbow, working a little bit on the oblique. Stay for 3. Hold for 2. And 1. Step the right leg forward. And then from here, spin the back heel down. Inhale, come on to warrior 1. Stay here. Warrior 1, stretch your arms up. Turn the back leg in. Take one more breath, a little shoulder opening. Interlace your fingers, stretch your arms back. Turn the chest more forward. Now again here, don't push the ribs forward. Instead, keeping a little bit more on the neutral position here with just opening the shoulders. Inhale, lift. Okay, exhale, bow into your right leg, into humble warrior. Stay here for a moment, easy. Outer right hip back, so we're opening the hips and the shoulders. We're working the leg strength. Take one more breath in here. Good, hands down, right leg back to plank pose. Shift forward, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog, curl your chest through. Exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Stay in down dog. Inhale, take your left leg up, keep the hip square. So working on strength here and hip opening on the front hip, right? But we're working on strength. Exhale, shift forward to one leg plank pose. Keep the back leg parallel towards the floor. Inhale, left leg go up. Exhale, shift forward, one leg plank. Inhale, one leg down dog, regulate the breath. Turn the back leg, both legs are straight. Exhale, one leg plank, stay here, hold it, shoulder over the wrist, push down the arms. And then left knee to left elbow and hold. A little bit on side body strength, obliques for 3, for 2. And 1, step the left leg forward, spin the back heel down. Inhale, come up to Virabhadrasana 1, warrior 1. Now turn the back hip
forward, so see yourself, the hips are more square. Bend the front knee, engaging the front quads down towards the inner heel. Now turn the hips, stretch your arms up, bring your arms behind the back, interlace the other fingers. Turn the chest, stretch your arms away from you. Take one more breath. Exhale, bow inside the left leg. So stay here, using this moment to recover. So when I do backbend practice, I want to, thinking about I'm not having to pant and rush. So stay here for a moment. Take one more breath in here. Good, hands down. Step the left leg back, plank pose. Go through vinyasa. Or if you feel like just going to downward facing dog, just go to downward facing dog. Stay in down dog. So we have one more vinyasa, and then we will slow down into more on the backbend sequence. A little bit of twist. Feet together, inhale, take your right leg up. This time, open the hip, bend the knee, so feels good here. Stay here. Take one more breath. Good, right knee towards your nose. Hold it, stay. Good, step the right leg forward. Come up into a high lunge. Okay, so arms up, turn the back leg in, so you're in a high lunge position, and bring your arms out like cactus. So you're like basically pulling like a lat pull. Now stay here in this position, and we start to rotate towards the right side. So we're working on the back muscles here. Bend the front knee, stay here, and then from here lean towards the right side. Stay here for a moment, and then hook your left elbow. As you hook your left elbow up to outside of the knee, push the knee against the elbow, bring your right hand behind the head. Turn the chest. Take one more breath. Hold. Right hand in front of heart center. Turn and twist, back leg strong, full twist now. Upper back, push. Take one more breath. With control, high lunge, stretch your arms up, lift. Good, hands down, step the right leg back. Plank pose, inhale. Good, slowly come all the way down first. Okay, as we come all the way down, head on the floor. And then from here, bring your arms forward. If you have a block next to you, grab it. And then you're holding on towards the block. Working on upper body, isolating the muscles here. Now from here, tuck your toes, come into chaturanga legs, right? So feet are like in tucked, and then turning the toes in. First one, head is on the floor, and just lift the block or lift your arms off the floor. Your forehead is down. You're just really lifting the arms above the head. Stay here. The back thigh is off the floor. The legs are engaging. You're bringing the pelvis down. Your core is engaging. Your back muscles are engaging. Stay for 3. Hold for 2. Lift the block higher. And 1. Release. Release the block. On the floor, turn your head towards the right side. So a lot of strengthening. And I do find that when we're working the legs and we're working more on the mid and upper back strength, and also the glutes as well, right? Sorry, the glutes, like the hips, the performance, then the back bends become a lot more stable and safe. We're not just pushing the lower spine forward. Okay, one more step. This time the head will go off the floor. Come with me. Okay, so tuck your toes first. So knees are off the floor, thighs are off the floor, pelvis is on the floor, hips are toned. Inhale, lift your arms up. Now keep that, lift your head off the floor. Don't lift the head off the floor. Extend the legs back, lift the block up, stay here for 3. Hold it for 2 and 1. Come all the way down, take the block out, and then from here, turn to the left for a moment. Take one more breath. Tuck your toes, push back downward facing dog. One more lunge twist here. Okay. Left leg go up, open the hip, bend the knee for 1 breath. Right heel down, just feeling a nice stretch. Good, slowly left knee to nose, hold it, shoulder over the wrist for 1 breath. Left foot forward, high lunge, arms up. Good, turn the right hip more forward, bend the front knee. Strong legs, super strong legs. Take 1 more breath. Okay, upper body, arms out to the side. Pull down like a lat pull, and then turn to the left. As you turn to the left, don't go so fast, go slow. Turn the upper back more. And then from here, lean towards your left, and then hook the elbow against the outer left knee. Good. Left hand behind your head. So you actually really have to work the back body here, and also start to feel like, and also have to work the legs here. Take one more breath. Left hand into heart center, and now you stabilize yourself and breathe. Back heels goes back, turn the chest more, regulate the breath. Take one more breath in here. Keep the legs, inhale, come back, high lunge, lift. Hands down, step the left leg back, plank pose, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Knees down, Vajrasana. How's everyone? Hope everyone's okay. All right. Another round of movements. Now we come back into more static poses, okay? So feet in Vajrasana, you're sitting towards your heels. Simple. Interlace your fingers, stretch your arms up, inhale, lift. Turn, again, find length. So in this position, you want to sit heavy towards the heel and belly button slightly up. Lumbar's going towards the floor, so you do flatten a little bit and find length. And then from here, twist to the right side. Okay, so you're turning from the, you're lifting on an inhale, and turn from the left back ribs towards the right side. Push the arms up, still finding length. So twisting our preparation for back bending. Take one more breath. Come back to center, arms forward, release. Switch. Switch the interlace, push the index knuckle forward, stretch your arms up. Sitting heavy towards your heels, push the index knuckle up, lift and turn to the left. Inhale inhale, lengthen the spine, pull up. Exhale, twist from the right upper back towards the left. Take one more breath, inhale. Exhale, twist and turn. Come back to center, arms forward, and release. Tuck your toes, push back, downward facing dog. Stretch your legs straight. Deepen your breath. Take one more breath in here. Shift forward to plank. Slowly lower all the way down. So we will go to Ustrasana shortly. Now in this position, come down on your elbows. Let's do Bekasana first. Okay, left forearm on the floor, bend the right knee, and then use the right hand, hold the inner right foot, and turn. Using the left elbow to push down a bit. So you don't want to just collapse on the left side. Instead, you relax the front of the right pelvis, and then from here, use the left hand to push. So a little bit more strength on the left side body, and then from here, you bend your right foot outside of your outer right hip. Extending the left leg back. Deepen your breath. Don't let the right knee go out so much, instead keeping more towards the inside line of the body. And release. Change. Right elbow on the floor. Wiggle out the hips if you need to, like just loosen up. And then right elbow on the floor, bend the left, and left leg half frog pose. Turn the back foot in. Stay here for a couple breaths. Take one more breath in here. Good. Slowly release. Tuck your toes. Downward facing dog. Take one more breath. Good. Bring your knees on the floor, cross your legs, and just lie down. Have a block with you. So we will work a little bit on lying down core, right? Again, more subtle, but start to clarify a little bit more on the position onto Ustrasana, on where we are going to work the muscles here. So feet are on the floor like in a supported bridge pose. right? And then from here, just keeping yourself in here. So the lower spine, I still have a little bit of curve. You don't have to push it down all the way. You find a position that your belly is engaging but not hardening. Arms can be alongside of the body for the first one. And then from here, just lift the feet a little bit off the mat. Stay here. So you do have a little bit lumbar curve here. If you want to like bring the belly in slightly, it's okay. So I want you to feel more on the hips and the legs here. So hips opening, and then from here, bring the feet down. Stretch your arms over your head, hook your thumbs. Same here, right? So here, lift the feet a little bit off the floor. Good. So a little bit off the floor. The legs are kind of like is working. You feel the front hips is opening. The glutes are actually activating as well. And then bring your feet down. Good. Now take your block in between your thighs. Squeeze the block in between your thighs. Bring the feet down. Good. Now from here, lift arms over your head, hook the other thumbs. And then just bring yourself, bring the feet up so the shins are parallel towards the floor. So yes, so here, when you're squeezing the block, you're drawing more on the inner line. You start to feel more on the front abdominal muscles here. Stretching your arms over your head. Good, and then bring your feet down. Let's do one more time. Inhale, lift, hook the other thumbs. So the shins are parallel to the floor. Squeeze the blocks. A little bit more core work here. Lower spine towards the floor. Stay. Good, bring the feet down. Take out the block. First bridge pose. So walk your feet in and interlace your fingers and walk the hands in. A little bit more shoulders, outer hips up. And from here, just instead of pushing the knees forward, I want you to move the shins back to see your knees is more on top of the ankles. So you're lifting the outer hips and the knees, your legs are 90-degree shape. So outer hips are up. And you don't have to push the lumbar too far forward. Instead, lifting the outer hips. You want to feel the quads. Stay here. Take one more breath. Good. Slowly lower all the way down. Bring both knees towards your chest. Pavamuktasana. Take one more breath in here. Good. Slowly bring your arms up. Now come up into Navasana Bow Pose. I'll have to move back a little bit. Keep your knees bent. So again, this is hip flexors, right? Now stay here, stretch your legs straight or bend. Stretch your arms forward. Still more on hips and legs here actually. Stay here, stretch your arms forward. Take one more breath in here. Good, now lower to Ardha Navasana. Now you'll have a little bit more core. Stay here, bring your hands behind the head. Now lift the shoulder blades off the floor. Both shoulders. Take one more breath in here. Belly in. More on front abs now. Good. Arms forward. Roll yourself up. Cross your legs. Push back. Downward facing dog. Or go through Vinyasa. One more breath. Good. Bring the knees down. Sit. All right. So take a block and place it in between your heels. So one block. So first round of camel, and I just want you to go step by step from now on and starting to feel that right now we're basically using mostly leg work in here. Okay, leg work and hips, front hips, hip flexors. Okay, so you're squeezing the block. I like to untuck my toes here because I found this position very hard to stabilize the block. Now, bring your hands on your waist for a moment. Actually, bring your hands a little bit above the waistline and just lift the spot next to the waistline a little bit up. So you want that to lift. So instead of pushing the lower spine forward, we're going to lean back only, okay? So the block is basically to help you to do the inner rotation with thighs and keeping the hips more squeezed in. Okay, now from here, just bring your hands on your thighs. Let's do that. Now, I want you to thinking about pressing the feet down, and then you lean back. You lean back, you lean back, you lean back, come back up. All right, just that. You should feel the quads, it's burning. Okay, lift the chest, squeeze the block, and then from here, hands on the thighs, lean back like a plank. Lean back like a plank. So you should feel the quads and the outer hips and come back up. Let's do one more. I forgot to say, if you have those thin mats at home, please pad it with something because we are going to be here quite a bit. Okay, hands on the thighs. Actually, let's bring our hands in front of our heart center, this one. Hands in front of your heart. Good. Now, hips tone, legs squeeze, lean back, lean back. Look forward, never look back. Lean back, lean back, lean back to a position where you can hold it and come back up. Sit. Sit for a moment so you're in Virasana with yourself sitting towards, with your butt sitting on towards the block. Okay, stretch your arms up, lift, turn to the right, left hand down, right hand behind. You can use your right hand to catch the outside of the block or catch your left outer heel. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist and turn. Inhale, lift. Exhale, turn. Come back to center, arms up, lift, and turn left. Lift, and right hand on the outer left knee or thigh, left hand behind. Catch the edge of the block or catch the outer right foot. Now inhale, lengthen the spine instead of leaning back, keeping the body more upright. Lift and turn towards your left shoulder. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist and turn. Come back to center. Arms lift, go straight up, find length. Exhale, release. Okay, come back up. Come back on your knees. Let's do the second round. Okay, so come on to Uttanasana. Should we keep the block? Yeah, okay, let's just keep the block. All right, now this time, same idea, but the arms are over your head. So this is a little bit harder, right? So we will go down this time, but I want you to not do the push forward and arms back like that. I want you to bring your arms up and lean back, lean back, lean back, and then do a Shalabhasana. Arms go back, and then you're still looking forward. And then from here, you catch the heel, right? And then you look back. So we will go step by step, okay? And I'll use you how to come up as well. All right, let's do that. Okay, squeeze the block. Hips are toned. Arms up like a, straight up position, like a handstand, like a Urdhva Now keeping the arms like that, lean back, lean back. Upper back working, glutes are working. Now swim the arms back like Shalabhasana, catch the heel, still looking forward. Now as you come to forward, catch the heel first. You're still using quads. And then from here, start to push the pelvis more forward, still looking up, catching the heels, and now you look back. Now you stay. Push the top of the feet down. Now turn your shoulders, outer rotation on the shoulders, and lift the sternum up, not back, up to the ceiling. Outer hips tone. Now to come up, you lift, let the hands go, use the chest to come up, use the chest to come up, and then you sit down. Let's do it again. Repetition. Come up. Good. Squeeze the block. Arms up. Lift the arms up, stretch the arms up, and then from here, lean back. Keep the arm next to your ears as you lean back. Quads, 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 arms back. Hold the heels, still looking forward. You're still leaning back. Now from here, you start, when you catch the heels, then you start to push the pelvis forward and then head back. Now you can try here. Stay here. Squeeze the blocks, legs tone, right arm up and over. Square, square. So arms are overhead. Take one more breath. Right hand down, left arm up. Keeping the hips square, left arm up over your head. Push the feet down. There's a lot of leg work here. Take one more breath. Left hand, go back to left heel. Squeeze the block. Now come up. You come up, you let go of the hands and go arms out the side like chaturanga, up, 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 and sit down. So the arm coming up like this would encourage yourself to come up with more on the upper back, right? You know, using the upper body strength to come back up. All right, take the block out, down dog. Walk into a wide downward facing dog. So the feet are as wide as your mat. And then from here, round the back. So doing like a release in here. Stay here for one breath, round the back. Take one more breath. Good, bring the feet together. Walk or jump forward. Halfway, look forward, inhale. Exhale to fold. Inhale, come all the way up, stretch up. Exhale, release. So a little bit more move and we will have a tiny bit of like more core, right? Just to stabilize and we'll go forward. Inhale, come up, Uttanasana chair pose. So tuck the tail down, stretch your arms up, stay, sit, 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 sit. Good, come down into Navasana. Stay in Navasana, bring your arms up, and then we twist to the right side. A little bit of turn. Inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, go to the left. Inhale, back to center, arms up, legs straight, hold. Stay in Navasana, Adha Uttanasana, Adha Navasana, hands behind your back. Stay here for 3. Hold it for 2, upper back up. Good, and then from here, release. Release on the floor completely. Stay here for a moment. Good, now bend your knees, go back to that position where the shins are parallel towards the floor. And then from here, bring your arms up and then twist to the right side. So in this position, lift the right shoulder up as well. So like doing a side crow. Come back to center, arms up, go to the left side. Good, come back to center. And then from here, come up to Navasana again, hold, stay for 3. For 2 and 1, cross your legs, downward facing dog, or you go through vinyasa. Breathe. Take one more breath in here. Good, walk or jump forward. Halfway, look forward. Exhale to fold. Inhale, come all the way up, stretch up. Exhale, release, Tadasana. Stay. All right, so we will start with doing Uttanasana at the wall, right? So you will place the block in between the feet and then the pelvis is at the wall, okay? So I want you to thinking about this is more on legs and upper back, less on the lumbar, right? So because the hips is at the wall, we are more supported, okay? So now from here, but at the wall, keep looking forward, roll your shoulders back, push the pelvis to the wall. Use more upper back strength here and legs here. Keep looking forward. The hands is going to support you to bring, keep the pelvis towards the wall. Now, hands catch the feet. Still looking at the front of the wall, and then from here, head back. Stay here for a moment and breathe. Now to come up from this position, you really want to engage the legs, okay? So engage the legs, and then from here, take your hands away from your feet, chest up, chest up, chest up, chest up. Head to the wall, right? Relax yourself for a moment here, or you sit down. Take a moment or 2. Let's do it one more time. Butt at the wall. Oh, sorry, pelvis at the wall. Roll your shoulders back and down. Chest to wall. Chest looking at the wall, look forward, look forward. Hands catch the feet. As your hands catch the feet, keeping the pelvis at the wall, roll your shoulders forward, outer rotation shoulders, and finally head back. But still keeping the pelvis on the wall. Now stay here. Take one more breath in here. Now to come up, arms away, chest, 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 and sit. Turn around. You can do child's pose for a moment. Slowly come up.
Okay. So now we are going to do Ustrasana with the away from the wall, right? So in this position, would like you're thinking about you're leaning back and then bring the arms back, right? But chest is forward, So this is a lot more legs now, right? So chest is more forward, and then from here you bring the hands towards the wall. So you have to find the position that works for you first. So you usually would be like 1 foot away from the wall. The higher it is, the easier. The lower you walk down will be a lot harder. Now hands in front of your heart. Stay here. You can tuck the toes or untuck. Stay here. Now lean the upper body back. So you do that plank position going back. And then from here, keep looking forward, hands towards the wall. Keep this here for a moment, and you start to walk down. As you walk down, push the hands away. And then from here, you stay in the shoulder level. Shoulder and wrist in the same level. Now stay here for a moment. Breathe. To come up, push against the wall. Chaturanga arms. Come up, come up, come up. Sit. Vajrasana. Let's do it again. One more time. Ustrasana. Hands in front of your heart. Hips toned. So you're keeping yourself in a straight line shape. Lean back, lean back, lean back. Quads, arms back, still looking forward, touch the wall. Good. Now from here, walk down. Start to push the pelvis more forward, but one hand at a time. Come into this position. Now using the hands to push the wall away. Legs. Maybe you can walk down a little bit lower this time. Hands maybe at the lower point of the wall or hands on the floor. Stay here. Take one more breath. Good. Same here. Come back up the same way. One hand at a time with control. When the shoulder level, chaturanga, chaturanga, chest, 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 chest. Come up and sit. Child pose. Cross your legs and lie down. Have 2 blocks set up on the highest height against the wall. So we will do the same thing for Urdhva Dhanurasana, and I'll walk you through. Rest here in between, head between the blocks for a moment, and just stretch your legs straight, relax. Okay, now bend the knees, feet on the floor, hands on top of the block. And then from here, come on the top crown of your head. Push the hands down, arms up against chaturanga, bend the elbows. Now lift all the way up. Now as you come up, arms straight, arms straight. Now instead of bringing the chest towards the wall, you actually do want to walk the feet in as much as you can, but you want to lean towards to your feet. So your chest is actually away from the wall. Use more on the legs. Stay here. Take one more breath. Good. Slowly come all the way down. Walk out, walk out, walk out, and rest. Bend the knees. Hands on top of the block. Walk the feet in. Come on the crown of your head. Go up, Urdhva Dhanurasana on the top of the block. Stay. Outer hips lift. Arms straight. Now shift the weight more towards to the legs, right? So push down the big toe mound, quads. Now chest up. Now walk your hand 1, 2, match. As you come to shoulder level, chaturanga legs, and come up. So chaturanga arms, and then you lift the chest, use the legs to come up. Sit down, lie down. One more set. Hands on top of the block. And come up to the crown of your head. This time, if you want to walk back, you can do that. Hands on the block and come all the way up. Urdhva Dhanurasana. Walk in, lift the outer hips, heels wider. Shift towards your feet. One hand, the other hand. And then from here, chest up, legs, and come up. Walk your feet wide. Uttanasana Fold. Make your feet as wide as your mat. Right hand to the right
to the right side and fold towards your right leg. Come back to center, go to the left. Come back to center, hold your opposite elbows. Good, slowly release. Good. Stay at the wall. Move your body to against the wall. And then from here, Viparita Karani at the wall. Stay here, feet up. Relax your body. Swastikasana at the wall. So you sit in the cross leg position, butt is at the wall. You can gently push the inner thighs out to the side. Legs straight. Switch Swastikasana at the wall. Legs straight. Bend the right knee. Left foot push against the wall. You can scoot back a tiny bit and do this number 4 shape at the wall. Change. Right foot at the wall, bend the left knee. You can use the left hand to support the left knee. Relax the hips. Come back to center. At the wall, just do Pavamuktasana. Gently push the feet against the wall. Relax the shoulders. And slowly release. Find your way to Shavasana. Again, I'm very sorry about the hiccups. Technology. Oh, I see you all. Thank you.